Hello, Ocho Libre here, coming to you from the box in Ventura, California with two new paintings I'm really excited about. I'm calling them Abstraktes 7122 and Abstraktes 7222 in homage to Gerhard Richter, who, if you don't know, is a painter I hugely admire, and I've done a few YouTubes on some of the exhibits of his that I've seen, which you can also find here in my YouTube channel. But he's obviously impossible to copy, and that wasn't my intent. I actually was painting in a manner sort of like him long before I even discovered who he was, but he's certainly influenced my paintings greatly, and I'm constantly trying to improve my techniques. Anyway, here is a slideshow of some close-up, because sometimes pictures just don't do these justice, or pictures from further away. To take you through my process, I started with a couple of blank canvases, actually raw canvas, which I then prime with, I use acrylic sealer to do that, and then in this case I continue to put another coat of primer slash color on the canvases, kind of playing around with some ideas of how I wanted to use color on there. But I'm building up just a solid acrylic base, which is really going to just be the base of the painting. Has nothing to do with the painting, although I did kind of like the way they were starting to look. Might have to do some acrylic. Anyway, the end result of the two paintings are, they're 40 inches wide by 50 inches tall, and they are oil on canvas. I did start out with a color scheme in mind, which was using two pairs of complementary colors, blue-red and kind of a purple-green, called a tetradic. Here you can see me starting to add first layer of oil, and it will completely cover up the base, obviously. I like doing two paintings at the same time. It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like playing golf with two balls. You get a second chance every shot. Maybe one painting's a little better. I don't know. Rarely does it seem like one painting is better. They're just different, but they have the same color palette. And I think it's kind of neat to be able to have two to sell that are similar. Anyway, here you can see me using a large scraper and adding, this is probably a few days later as the bottom has already dried, and I'm adding large amounts of color and also taking away, scraping away large amounts of color as I go, sort of starting to determine the composition of the paintings. Here you can see some of the paint. I use a ton of paint, and sort of how I mix it on this big piece of stainless steel. I mix up my colors and then I add them onto my scrapers, such as this, when I use a big one. And here you can see me applying it to the canvas. So I already have base painting, 1, 2, probably 3 separate sessions of adding paint, and I'm going back over it again with a large amount of paint. Here you can see the process of editing. I scrape a lot of paint off, and I'm adding, of course, different colors, as well as taking the paint off. But I'm working one canvas at a time, again with a similar kind of paint, so they don't come out exactly the same, obviously, but similar palettes. Got these cool new Crocs which come pre-painted. Thought they were kind of funny. And here's a gratuitous self-promoting selfie in tie-dye. showing lots of color. And here are a few final shots of the paintings in different rooms. Here you can see them together, and then the same painting put in the same room a couple of times so you can see how the different ones look. In any case, I hope you like them. I've really enjoyed making them and can't wait to start the next one. If you're interested, please contact me at ocholibre.com, and thanks very much for watching. All right.